This is the Cholo News Report for Monday 25 December 2017. Officials raise the death total from this storm to 182, with at least 153 people missing, and more than 70,000 displaced. A man and his motorcycle are transported on a makeshift raft, after a bridge was destroyed by flash floods in Salvador, Lanao del Norte in southern Philippines December 23, 2017. The death toll for Mindanao's Zamboanga Peninsula also rose to 28, and police said 81 people were missing after mud and rocks swept down coastal communities in Cebuco and other fishing towns. The storm hit Balabac, a fishing island of 40,000 people in the western Philippines, on Saturday afternoon with gusts of 145 kilometers an hour, the state weather service said. Guatemalan President Jimmy Morales says he will move his country's Israeli embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. This month U.S. President Donald Trump recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, reversing decades of U.S. policy and upsetting the Arab world and Western allies. The international community does not recognize Israeli sovereignty over the entire city, home to sites holy to the Muslim, Jewish and Christian religions. On Thursday, 128 countries defied Trump by backing an unbinding UN General Assembly resolution, calling for the United States to drop its recognition of Jerusalem. Tunisia's transport ministry suspends Emirates Airlines flights to Tunis. North Korea's foreign ministry, in an official statement, says the latest United Nations sanctions are an act of war and are, in effect, a complete economic blockade. The UN Security Council unanimously imposed new sanctions on North Korea on Friday for its recent intercontinental ballistic missile test, seeking to limit its access to refined petroleum products and crude oil, and its earnings from workers abroad. The U.S. drafted resolution also caps crude oil supplies to North Korea at 4 million barrels a year and commits the Council to further reductions if it were to conduct another nuclear test or launch another ICBM. Peruvian President Pedro Pablo Kuczynski pardons Alberto Fujimori, who was serving a 25-year sentence for human rights abuses. Fujimori, who was in power from 1990 to 2000, was recently taken from prison to hospital because of low blood pressure and abnormal heart rhythm. Opposition politicians allege that the president had promised the supporters to free Fujimori in exchange for their backing. In 2009, he was sentenced to another 25 years in prison for human rights abuses committed during his time in office, including authorizing killings carried out by death squads. The Turkish government dismisses 2,756 public servants for alleged links to organizations involved in the July 2016 Turkish coup d'etat attempt. Suicide bomber targets Afghan spy agency in deadly attack. Brexit means fear, uncertainty for EU citizens in Britain. China's Avic AG600, the world's largest amphibious aircraft, makes its maiden flight. State-owned Aviation Industry Corporation of China